Right now at 6, a man in custody after allegedly stabbing his father outside the family business.
And plus a memorial for fallen police officers in Vernon County.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. A new proposal is looking to help Wisconsin communities recruit new workers.
News 8 Now's Allison Fergut explains from the newsroom.
Right now, Wisconsin faces a considerable workforce shortage. A new grant proposal would help attract workers from outside the Badger State. For many Wisconsin towns, businesses are the backbone.
Your small business in your town is going to support your local events. They're going to support your local baseball teams, your high school students.
But Wisconsin employers are facing a tough reality. Right now, more than 150,000 job positions are unfilled.
To just get candidates to apply really is hard.
And it won't get any easier. In the next 25 years, Wisconsin's population is expected to drop by nearly 200,000 residents.
So it's about how do we import more people to our state? How do we bring them here?
When it comes to attracting workers, State Senator Patrick Testin says we need to act now.
We have to understand that we are in direct competition with 49 other states.
He's proposing a new bill that would create grant opportunities to help persuade out-of-state families to move to Wisconsin communities.
We think this could be another tool available for our local communities to attract professionals and young families.
Local governments, tribes, and certain nonprofit organizations could apply for the grant program. If awarded, communities would use the money to administer and market incentives they create to attract out-of-state families. Minor believes that even though the program is designed to help individual communities, it would benefit the entire state.
Whether it's here, La Crosse, Madison, Superior, Green Bay, all of that influx of new people adds to the economic of our state.
Business owners know the grant program won't fix all of their workforce woes, but they say it's a strong start.
Anytime that we can collaborate on attracting talent to the state, to our community, is a good thing.
Senator Testin says the bill has bipartisan support and is hopeful it will make it into the state budget this summer. Reporting in the newsroom, Allison Fergut, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Allison. Wisconsin lawmakers are also considering a ban on cell phones in classrooms. The proposal would require public schools to prohibit cell phone use during instructional time, with exceptions for emergencies. A research survey finds 72% of high school teachers consider phone distractions a major problem. If passed, Wisconsin would join 19 other states in statewide restrictions.
Well, no school for kids in Sparta today after a technology shutdown. Officials say crews accidentally cut fiber lines during nearby construction work, leaving schools without internet or phones. District officials say without reliable communication, it's not safe to operate schools. No word yet on evening activities or when repairs will be completed, but we will keep you updated.
The Vernon County Sheriff's Office is remembering fallen officers. The memorial service is just one of hundreds of services held across the country as part of National Police Week, honoring America's law enforcement community, especially those who have given the ultimate sacrifice. Today's service honored fallen officers Bobby Dixon, Michael Cook, and Curtis Starry.
They gave their lives serving our communities, keeping us safe, serving, protecting, and the very least we could do is say thank you for your service, especially to those that were unable to come home to their loved ones.
This year alone, 25 Wisconsin police officers have been killed in the line of duty.
A Brownsville man is in custody after a stabbing incident in Hoka.
News 8 Now's Grace Monk joins us live with the latest. Grace.
Nicholas McCabe is in custody after allegedly stabbing his father outside of their family business in Hoka. According to the criminal complaint, police arrived to find the 24-year-old still attacking his father. Daniel McCabe was taken to the hospital with critical injuries. Police say he told investigators his son, who suffers from bipolar disorder, hadn't been taking his medication. One neighbor says he witnessed the incident.
It's in between the two apartments back at the business behind us to just see the father and son going at it, and then I realized when I walked around the corner that he was actually stabbing his dad. My neighbor was already over there trying to pull him apart, and there was police pulling up real fast, and it was just a giant mess.
McCabe faces attempted second-degree murder and multiple assault charges. McCabe appeared in court this morning. He's held on a $500,000 cash bond without conditions or $250,000 with. In Hoka, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
Yeah, another warm one for all areas. Once again, at that time frame is going to be coming to an end, but we also had to deal with a little bit of thunderstorm activity out there, very isolated, but if you happen to get hit by one, it does indicate with temperatures. And you can see a lot more clouds as you go further to the east and southeast and south central Wisconsin because they've had more cloud cover and more activity here, and some of that has pushed further west. All this is going east to west as you see on the radar. But for this evening, you still might see a shower or storm out there, but unlikely to last too long if you happen to do. The other big thing is the temperatures aren't going to fall too much as our dew points have actually increased. So it's getting a little bit more humid out there. You kind of noticed that over today, getting only back down to 70 for Eau Claire with that small shower chance probably between about 7 and 8. Otherwise, it should be fairly dry. There's that activity, and right now, most of the activity is concentrated right just north of La Crosse. You can see right there in the west of Melrose. We go down to North Bend, 54 and 108, a little bit of storm, and now that 108 is actually beginning to push east. So if you're under these, you will get a little bit of precipitation. Brief gusty winds too with this. It does pick up a little bit, but otherwise, a lot of the other activity is mainly isolated across the area. It will continue for a few more hours before we see that activity drop off. But you will notice the temperatures overnight being much warmer, 50s to low 60s as the dew point starts increasing. That means the humidity is going up too. And later on, we'll kind of break down the stormy weather that's coming and then the big change following. And that means the temperatures are going back down.
All right. Thanks, Greg.
Well, another hospital is planned for the Chippewa Valley. Today, Clear Sky Health officials announced plans in Eau Claire. The 36-bed facility will specialize in treating patients recovering from strokes, brain injuries, and other complex conditions. Officials say the 45,000 square foot hospital will create approximately 100 jobs and treat more than 650 patients annually when it opens mid-next year.
The American Red Cross is gearing up for summer with a blood drive. The event at the La Crosse Library will serve hospitals in Black River Falls and Prairie du Chien. Blood is always in demand, especially during the summer.
We're busy, things are going on, there's people who are traveling, camping, doing outdoor activities, so blood donation falls kind of to the bottom of the priority list. So it's important for people to think, as we have extra daylight to do things throughout the day, think about giving an hour of your time to donate blood.
Today's participants received a $20 gift card of their choosing. If you want to give blood, visit redcrossblood.org for a schedule of upcoming drives.
UWL students are moving out sustainably this week. The university's Reduce, Reuse, Reimagine initiative helps students donate unwanted items instead of sending them to landfills during move out. School officials say last year's effort diverted nearly 12 tons of material and redistributed more than 1,800 items to local nonprofits.
The most sustainable thing is to reuse your items, but for some individuals on our campus that may not be a possibility, and so we wanted to provide this option to reduce the amount of waste during campus move out.
The program was so successful it earned a Recycling Excellence Award from the Wisconsin DNR. A reminder, the recycling drop-off is only for on-campus students.
Still ahead tonight, the effects of lead poisoning.
Why schools in Wisconsin are scrambling to remove it from their buildings.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Do you ever wish your home had the comfort and ambiance of a fireplace? You're not alone. The good news, adding one is easier than you think. At La Crosse Fireplace Company, we'll help you design the perfect heat and glow fireplace for your home, customized to fit your style and space. And in just a few days, you'll be enjoying the warmth from a heat and glow fireplace. Don't wait to make your home complete. Visit La Crosse Fireplace Company today because your place is by the fire.
Ah, it's deer season.
Already? Nice knowing you. We gotta hide.
No, not that deer season. Deer season. It's that time of year when you can get $3,000 off at an authorized John Deere dealer.
A deer season that saves bucks?
That's right.
It's deer season, now through June 2nd.
Visit Tractor Central today to find out why nothing runs like a deer. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
It's a John Deere day.
We see you out there, building a life you love, knowing that when inspiration strikes, nothing should get in your way. At Blaine's, we're here to help with everything you need to make it happen at prices that make it possible. Like $250 off this Cub Cadet XT1 riding mower, or this Ariens 52-inch zero-turn featuring a Kawasaki engine. Plus, as a family-owned business, we offer the Blaine's Best Price Promise, guaranteeing you'll always find the lowest price with us, or we'll match it. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Officials in Milwaukee are working to remove lead from schools. This comes after a child was poisoned by lead from peeling paint earlier this year.
But how does this naturally occurring element affect the body? In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has more on the health hazards of lead.
It can be found in the air, the soil, and the water. Lead exposure can be harmful to everyone, but it's especially dangerous to children as their bodies are still developing.
There is no safe amount of lead.
Dr. Sanjay Gupta says lead does leave the body after exposure, but it can accumulate, stored in the blood, soft tissues, and organs. Because of that, it can cause problems throughout a person's life if it continues to build up. Lead poisoning in a child can lead to damage to the brain and nervous system, slowed growth and development, learning and behavior problems, and hearing and speech problems.
In adults, it can cause problems if you get significant lead toxicity, including problems with your cardiovascular system and your cognitive system as well, your central nervous system.
You can lower your chances of lead exposure by preventing paint deterioration. Stay on top of water damage quickly and completely. Keep your home clean and dust-free. Clean around painted areas with a wet rag to remove paint chips or dust. Use cold water to prepare food and drinks. Flush water outlets used for drinking or food prep. Clean out debris of outlet screens or faucet aerators on a regular basis. Wash children's bottles, pacifiers, and toys often. And teach children to remove their shoes and wash hands after playing outdoors. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Wildfires scorching Wisconsin and Minnesota.
The latest on the damage and the containment of the fires after the break.
Well, good news for all the fires and dry conditions. We are going to have wet weather that will be arriving, but unfortunately, we might see some severe weather with that. We'll break down when to expect it and how much cooler those temperatures are going to be for the upcoming weekend. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Don't be this guy this summer. Be this guy. Call Flox Heating and Air Conditioning for a free estimate to get an Amana home comfort system today.
All right, everybody. I know it's easy to forget things, but we don't want you to miss this new deal from US Cellular. Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines.
Ooh, I can save enough to buy a gift for my understanding wife.
Sorry, I'm late. Ooh, that's a great deal. I have a facial. This was fun.
Oh, come on. You have flowers? Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines. US Cellular, built for us.
Protect yourself from the harsh sun with Sonesta retractable awnings and solar screens from Asher Lassen Exteriors. With over 150 fabrics to choose from and the largest sizes available, you can create shade to match your home and style. Receive up to 22% off your entire project, plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com or call us at 888-GO-ASHER.
This is the story about a little empathy. No matter where little empathy looked, it just couldn't find its place in the world. Which was sad, because it had so much to give. Then one day, little empathy made a friend. And the friend took it somewhere it would always be useful and appreciated. Welcome to a place where healthcare is all about caring. Amplify Health. A little empathy changes everything.
Fleet
Farms Garden Center has discounts on hundreds of plants, flowers, vegetables, fertilizers, and more. Like Farm Fresh Selects 10-inch hanging baskets for $17.99. And large bags of Miracle-Gro all-purpose garden soil for just $7.99. Plus, get a 21-inch full-bore 3-in-1 push mower on sale for only $259.99. When it comes to the great outdoors, let Fleet Farm handle all your patio, lawn, and garden needs at the best prices guaranteed.
Don't be this guy this summer. Be this guy. Call Flox Heating and Air Conditioning for a free estimate to get an Amana home comfort system today.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Well, dry and warm conditions are sparking wildfires in both Wisconsin and Minnesota.
Yesterday, 80 acres were burned in Juneau County. That wildfire is now under control after threatening dozens of homes.
In northeast Minnesota, multiple wildfires have prompted evacuations and destroyed dozens of structures. Nearly 19,000 acres have burned, and that fire 0% contained.
Well, there definitely hasn't been a lot of rain,
No.
so that has been a contribution to this. But looks like we do potentially have some in the forecast, Greg.
Yeah, the bigger news, and actually on satellite, you could see the smoke from those two fires in northern northeast of Minnesota and then more in Canada too. But that whole area that had almost 100 degrees, by the time we get to this point next week, they could be struggling to get to 50 degrees. So it's going to be a big change, and a good change too, because they'll have lots of precipitation coming from the Dakotas, Minnesota, and even us too. So we still got a few storms to go this evening, very isolated storms. This will be the same thing that will go on probably tomorrow too, with all this activity pushing from east to west. I think it'll be more centered probably further north, I-90 further north, but still that could be an opportunity in the afternoon. You see a shower or storm. It won't last long, but obviously the lightning is the danger threat there. As we go into Thursday, still warm conditions. A severe threat comes Thursday, and then the temperature starts to fall off a little bit Friday. But you'll notice the temperature the weekend and next weekend really drop off. We're going to go below average, and that means the 60s are coming back. In fact, some areas may not get to 60 eventually sometime next week. So tomorrow's high is really still going to be warm. Now, it might have a few showers or storms here, so that might drop the temperatures from the 80s to the 70s briefly as it passes over. But most areas will get close to the mid-80s with a light wind too, kind of out of that southeast. So that activity will probably be early afternoon to late afternoon, something to keep in mind of. Otherwise, as we go into Thursday night, that's when we'll have the first wave start to approach from the system that could impact the morning commute. But notice the temperatures too, actually very mild to warm, mid-60s too, and that dew point will come up too, so it's going to be a very warm start to Thursday, and it could be a very warm to even hot start, hot end to some people's places on Thursday, given that we'll have some dry conditions before the next round of storms comes in the evening. So some areas could get close to 90, especially further south than east to go. So the storms will come probably in the late afternoon. Friday, we'll have a little bit of drop off on the temperatures back into the 70s, mid-60s up to north, so that'll be a bigger drop. But the biggest thing going on Friday is more storms in the afternoon and windy conditions out of the west. The winds could gust over 40 on Friday too, so that would be the story. Tomorrow morning, you still might see some areas of fog, low clouds, especially further north and east to go. It won't last too long. And then in the afternoon, as I said, you'll start seeing the clouds develop. We'll see a few showers and storms. This time it's going to be kind of more of a south to north push of this activity, but you'll see this isolated coverage probably throughout the afternoon and evening hour. Once we get to about 7 to 8, everything will decrease. And then Thursday morning, that first line comes through. It's going to be fairly strong in Iowa, but it would weaken. But we could see a few showers or storms for some areas Thursday morning commute. It will be on the weakening side, so as it pushes further east to I-94, I'd expect not much in the way activity for like Eau Claire eastward. Cloud cover mainly as it pushes across. Then after 3 or 4, and this timing could change, that's when the next round comes. And this line that comes through could be strong to severe storms, a nice line that pushes through the area probably Thursday evening. The rest of the night will probably be quiet with the winds picking up, but we do have that opportunity for severe storms. And right now the threat really is pretty likely, and the main threat, I would say, given that they're going to move fairly quick, is going to be wind, damaging winds. Now the large hail and tornadoes, a little bit more uncertain, depends how things play out, but that's why we got the alert day for Thursday, and especially Thursday afternoon and evening, and we'll fine-tune the timing on that as we get closer to the event and see if we have more of a hail or tornado threat. And they'll notice the other thing the 8-day is the temperatures back to the 60s. The weekend looks dry, but it's about a 15 to 20 degree drop in temperatures compared to this previous weekend. And then next weekend, keep an eye on Monday night through Wednesday. Wet. We have a lot of rain potentially coming, and that's when temperatures may struggle to get to 60. So the whole Midwest and Northern Plains are going to see a big temperature change and a lot more precipitation coming too as we go throughout the next 7 days, which is good news for a lot of areas too.
Yeah, we've been due for it after this dry spell. Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, a star in stripes. Meet the lacrosse senior who's preparing to represent Team USA on the international basketball stage next month. Jacob is next.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
We know that home is where you can be yourself. Whether that's working on your cooking skills or getting in a very quick workout, home is your happy place. Get the loan that fits you. Apply for your home loan with Ultra today.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Now, well-qualified buyers can get 0.9% financing for 60 months on this Silverado. That's over $6,600 in average finance savings. Visit HometownChevy.com.
Cooley Carpet has always been more than just carpet, and now the name will reflect that. Cooley Floors and Design. Along with the brand new name, there's a fresh new look to the showroom. Don't worry, Cooley Floors and Design still has the same great team at the same convenient location. Ready to elevate your space? The design consultants will take the time to discuss your dreams, needs, and your budget. Cooley Floors and Design will accompany you through every step from expert advice to professional installation. Visit Cooley Floors and Design on Mormon Cooley Road for a fresh new look.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
to oh my word.
Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
today a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
Banking should be easy. Ultra's A+ accounts put online and mobile banking at your fingertips. Plus, a contactless debit card for everyday purchases. No stress, just banking made for you. Now that's worth celebrating. Open your account today.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, it's not every day that you get a phone call asking if you'd like to represent your country overseas at a world championship. Not too long ago, that happened to lacrosse's Jaquan Robinson. And if you hear the basketball bouncing in the lacrosse YMCA basketball courts, there's a good chance it's Jaquan. He was selected to represent the USA at the United World Games in Italy and Austria next month through the PhD Hoops program. Jaquan attended a U.S. Select camp in Madison, and weeks later he received a phone call saying he had made the team, a special moment that he shared with his mother, who has been his biggest supporter.
She actually got the phone call. And then they asked for me, and then we put it on speaker, and they gave me that opportunity and told me about it. And I was almost running around my room. I was excited, man. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it.
Jaquan's schedule includes waking up around 5 a.m., living in the gym, lifting weights, and eating right. And he says that if you put your mind to something like this, you even can achieve your goals.
This is definitely an opportunity anybody can have. Just stay in the gym, stay disciplined. If you want it, you can get it. And don't listen to anybody that tell you can't do it, because I didn't, and I achieved it.
And Jaquan hopes his performance will help lead him to opportunities to play college basketball here in the States. Competition begins on June 15th. Well, the Timberwolves are just one win away from locking up a spot in the Western Conference Finals after they defeated the Warriors 117-110 last night. The turning point last night was in the third quarter, where Minnesota outscored Golden State 39-17 in the frame. And that run was sparked by a message from one of their stars at halftime.
Yeah, I told them we only got 2 wins. I've never seen a series end 2-1. So I told them, you know, we got to get 2 more wins, and right now we playing like we already got 4 wins. Like we playing like they're gonna lay down, and knowing this team, knowing their head coach, they're never gonna lay down. So we had to figure it out, man. Because if we would have kept playing like that, we would have lost tonight.
Steph Curry announced he would not be available in Game 5 for Golden State. A tip for that one is at 8:30 on TNT from the Target Center. And I wonder where Ant got those glasses. I like those glasses. I meant to get me those. But back to Jaquan for a second. Just very cool opportunity for him. He said he's looking forward to exploring the countries as well. Gets a little bit of time to do that. So he's a well-spoken young man. It was fun talking to him today, and his mom was right there on the side watching him shoot around. So very cool opportunity for a Logan basketball player. He played for Logan this last year.
Yeah, an adventure awaits him. Yes. I'm going to have to say hi because I run by the basketball court at the YMCA every morning trying to make it to class on time.
I thought you were going to say in Austria or Italy.
No, NYMCA. I'll have to go and say hi.
There you go.
If you're practicing.
Thanks, Jacob.
Okay, Greg has final look at your forecast right after this.
Memorial Day savings are going on now at Ashley. Summer is heating up with our incredible selection of hot buys starting at just $2.99. Plus, pay over time with 0% interest for 72 months. Shop in store and online, only at Ashley.
At Vernon Memorial Healthcare, we believe in your birth, your way. From prenatal visits to postpartum care, we provide continuous support, respect your birth plan, and ensure a smooth transition from pregnancy to parenthood. With expert lactation consultants and a comforting home-like environment, we're here for you before, during, and after delivery. Vernon Memorial Healthcare, where your journey is in caring hands.
I'm Steve from Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions. If you feel cold or drafts here, you have gaps, worn seals, or even cracks here, you need a trusted window company to replace the window and help you save money on your energy bill. At Clear Choice, we know that your home is your biggest investment, and in a year like this, every dollar needs to be spent wisely. Our team will complete our Weather Guardian 15-step installation process on every job to ensure your home and family are safe before we leave. Call now for our Buy More, Save More special.
The Memorial Day mattress sale is going on now at Ashley. Save up to $500 on adjustable sets from Tempur-Pedic. Plus, get 0% interest for 72 months with select mattress purchase when you buy in store. Shop in store and online today. Only at Ashley.
Well, we do have a few showers or storms tonight.
Not in Austria, though.
Not in Austria.
Oh, okay.
Here too. Warm night, 62 degrees. It'll be in the 60s. We got a couple days of warm conditions, but stay alert for Thursday. We do have an alert day for severe storms in the morning, and then cool after that, back to the 60s. So big change, but much needed precipitation coming here soon.
Until then, so long, farewell, Peterson, goodbye, right?
Yeah.